Stress, overwhelm, burnout. If you're feeling this right now, this episode of Real Retail TV is for you. Hey, it's Bob Nagin, and I have been having this conversation way too often recently. And people are expressing, I'm tired, I'm burned out. On our Whiz Bang Retailers Facebook group, the Sunday after Black Friday, I said, what's your positive focus? And so many people went, my positive focus is I'm stressed, I'm burned out, I'm overwhelmed. And I want to talk about that because how you feel is how you feel. But let's examine that a little bit because right now should be the best time of year. It's the holidays. This is the time of year that you get to share the love. This is the opportunity you get to help bring people to the perfect gift, to the perfect purchase. And so when I hear this, that people are stressed out, are burned out, are overwhelmed, I think it's because primarily it's about comparison. That people are comparing what is versus what they want. Maybe, and this is you, maybe I'm speaking to you. You're comparing this year's sales against last year's sales. And it's not matching up. It's not doing what you want it to do. And so you're stressed out about it. It could be that you're comparing what you should do versus what you're actually doing. Or not what you should do. It's what you think you should do and what you're actually doing. It could be that you're comparing what you think you can do and what you're actually doing. And these comparisons are all incredibly unhealthy. And here's what I want to say to you. Stop it. Stop it right now. Look at what you have done. When I see people being stressed out right now, it really concerns me because I really want to bring you back to what you have done so far. Think about the fact that you have made it through the pandemic. Think about that. The fact that you're still standing here. And I think that there's this tendency to want to put ourselves into this idealized situation. Well, it's just not going to happen. Things are messed up. And I think, I'm certainly guilty of it. Jamie Dimon from Citibank was guilty of it. He thought that we would all just sort of emerge from COVID and everything, that the economy is going to just keep going. But now that we look at it, of course things are screwed up. You can't expect the world to go through a massive, massive economic meltdown and not have supply chain issues. You can't inject billions, if not trillions of dollars into the economy and not expect it to create massive problems at the end of the day. Really what we have is we just sort of have a giant economic hangover that has come from all of the bullshit that happened because of the pandemic. And so what I'm encouraging you to do is to recognize that, yes, it's not pleasant. Yes, there are things you might do. Yes, there are things that you could do. Yes, you would like to be over last year. But I'm suggesting calm down. We're playing a long game here. And if you've made it through the last 3 years, you are good to go for as long as you want to be in business. We're playing a long game. This is a marathon, not a sprint. So I like to use a sporting metaphor. If you're a Hall of Fame coach, I like to use Tom Izzo because he's my favorite basketball coach, and I was a basketball player. You know, Tom Izzo wants to win every play, right? He's on his players. They want to win. They want to do their very best on every individual play. But guess what? It's not just a play. It's a quarter. It's a half. It's a game. It's a season. It's a career. And I'm asking you to think of your business that way. You know, there's this idea of emotional amplitude. And amplitude, if you look at a wave, an amplitude is the size of the trough, right? A wave with high amplitude is very, very big. Low amplitude is like that. And so one of the things that I hope that you have learned from the pandemic, and one of the things that I'm trying to point out right now, right here, is that one of the skills you need to learn as an entrepreneur is to not get too high and not get too low. If something great happens, hallelujah, celebrate it, feel good about yourself, take that feeling and move it into momentum for something even better. If something doesn't work out, shake it off and move on. You're playing the long game. Don't get too caught up in the highs. Don't get too caught up in the lows. If you don't have a good weekend, it's okay. It's okay. As long as there is not an existential threat to your business, you're good to go. You're playing the long game. So what does that mean to you in the immediate sense? I guess what I'm saying to you is if you're feeling that way, I want you to recognize that you've made it this far, that you're doing amazing things, and go into every day and every week and realize that you can do what you can do. Do that and let go of the rest. Don't compare yourself to last year. Don't compare yourself to the people across the street. Don't compare against what you should do or what you could do. Do what you can. Let go of the rest. Have a good time. You're in retail at the holidays, and if you're not having a good time at retail at the holidays, something's wrong, baby. So that's my message to you today. Stress, overwhelm, burnout, I understand it. I'm suggesting that you just let it go.